Lucas. Palutena.
All right, we got RPL's very own PainShane versus Bestagons in winter semifinals. This is actually going to be a best-of-5 set. Rather exciting upset from Bestagons, taking out Lance T, last week's winner of replay. So now we'll see what he can do against Lance T's twin brother PainShane. Okay, getting a little bit of healing pretty early on, and that counter just whiffing on the Lucas, but PainShane has the neutral secured down here. I don't think he's in any rush to actually secure this stock. Bro was gaming last set. We'll see if he ends up gaming this set, taking 92% entirely unanswered. Just one neutral win. Okay, gets it with a charged down smash of all moves for a solid 21%. Oh, the Zair train is starting, and Bestagons not quite able to convert that. That would have been so dangerous across the entire stage of PS2. We finally have an advantage state out of Bestagons here. Let's see how he can handle this ledge trap. Oh, and that forward tilt catching, and PainShane's dead. Bestagons comes back and takes the first stock. Man, and he's healing. And he's healing. Making the right play, not approaching Shane when he doesn't need to, and then making the very much wrong play. Unfortunately, SDing off the stage there. Looking down, saying out loud, it happens. So hopefully we'll be able to maintain his mental. New parry there in neutral. Not able to convert off of it, though. The neutral air from Palutena is so devastating in neutral. Ooh, going for a back air. Bestagons kind of going for some crazy conversions here. Still, we haven't seen too many Zair conversions here. Going for the much simpler Zair to dash attack there. Maybe not confident in getting those Zair trains off, but gonna heal off of these auto reticles. Shane has got to stop just throwing those out in neutral willy-nilly. It's causing some problems. A high recovery from PainShane gets punished here. But now we're back to neutral. Oh, Bestagons playing so patient, just taking the stage that PainShane is giving him. And then trying to scout out heals. Yeah, Bestagons not doing anything fancy, but definitely going to make Shane work for him. Shane wants to come back and get into this game. He is going to need to earn it. That's one way of earning it, using that back air, and we do have Palutena side B that does not actually get absorbed, and then we have a second one that does. Ooh. Bestagons had an opportunity to get back onto the stage there, opting to go for a grab. It went not his way, went to another ledge trap situation, and PainShane able to convert that into the stock. You see another high recovery from PainShane that's got covered, but he doesn't die for it, so ultimately lives to see another day and maybe get a little bit extra percent. That nair could be the start of something. That nair also could be the start of something, but Bestagons a little low, able to air dodge out of that string. So now we see the reversal. Now it's PainShane who's saying, Bestagons, you gotta come to me. You have to approach. I'm not giving you anything for free. And the back air deep off stage. PainShane takes game one. It was looking a little bit rough there for him in that game for just a second there, but ultimately he was able to claw it back. Bestagons may have been gaming previously, but in that game, it was PainShane who was doing the gaming. Will we see the straight back to PS2? No, we're going to small battlefield. Interesting. Sonic music. 7 rings in hand.
Stop the battle. Palutena, Lucas.
All right, start of game 2 here. Oh, we're gonna see a neutral air that spins around, and it's not Palutena who's dealing a couple damage, but then we see Powers, And yeah, these conversions, Shane able to reverse those neutral airs to get a little bit extra percent so well. That conversion pretty dang optimized. And now Bestagon is sitting at 86%, 95, whiffing the absorption on that side B just a little bit. And now sitting at 129 off stage, almost unanswered. This is not looking good. Okay, bounce off the wall. Great tech from Bestagons, and that air dodge distance is going to put him back to ledge. But man, does he have a mountain for the time for the stock. And yeah, that falling neutral air into up tilt is going to take the first stock. Shane now with such a significant lead, especially how we saw game one going, where the two of them were so willing to sit back and force the other to approach. With a lead like this, you have to start feeling for Bestagons. He has that high recovery scouted out, though. Calls out immediately, and now hitting that forward tilt. Ooh, but Shane making it back just barely. Maybe a bit of a tech flub on that neutral B from Bestagons, but either way, PainShane back on stage, a little bit in advantage. I can't help but feel like Bestagons has to get this stock off relatively soon before things get too out of hand. But Zaire could do it, baiting out the shield and getting the grab. Oh, no punish, though, letting Shane land for free, and now we're back to neutral, which Shane has, for the most part, been able to pretty solidly dominate. Has learned from the past, is no longer throwing out these free auto reticles to give Bestagons healing. Ooh, but that forward tilt, the reversal getting off the ledge. That's at least what Bestagons needs to get back into the game. Ooh, we see the Zairs. They're attempting. Still have not yet seen a Zaire convert into another Zaire. My guess is that's just going to be a Palutena weight question. Ooh, and Shane understanding the spacing now, putting those explosive flames beneath Bestagons to actually hit him, and that up smash gonna take the stock. Shane with almost an entire stock lead here. Game one was looking a little bit rough, but Shane has looked mostly dominant for this game. Just hopping around Bestagons in neutral, saying, do something, I'm gonna hit you. We almost saw shades of game one there with that back air off stage, but now we are seeing the Zaire train. Doesn't convert into anything off those Zairs. But you know what? It's nice to just see the Bestagons patented Zaire train coming out. Ooh, that downer could have been something nasty. But what's even nastier than that is just Shane's raw advantage state. Okay, we have a down tilt. We have the air dodge in that it looked like Shane might have been trying to cover. But the empty hop up smash is gonna take game two. What is he running back? Yeah, I'm not sure what Bestagons could do here to overcome Shane's play. He's just playing very well. I mean, it looked like Shane was just hopping around Bestagons. So many empty hops around his shield, and then knowing just when to actually swing to get the hit off. You can't help but feel like PainShane is in Bestagons' head.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, we're going to see a marked difference in the way that this neutral game is played, so that PainShane doesn't have such a strong advantage. I also would love to see a bit stronger advantage from Bestagons. I've seen what those Zaire trains can do. And you know what? They have not been coming out in this set quite yet. Okay, we're getting a little heal off. It's not quite out of hand, but honestly, it doesn't seem like Shane is that threatened. Shane's satisfied to just sit here and ledge trap for, honestly, hours if he could. But Bestagons rolling from ledge, getting back in, now has stage control. Perhaps it's his turn to deal a little bit of damage. That parry, great way to get around those neutral airs that have been serving Shane so well. Oh, but just outspaced by that invincible back air. Yeah, Lucas forward air is losing to Palutena back air every single time. Still though, we got a tech chase here. Bestagons not guessing quite right on the tech roll there. But at the very least, looking like he is in this game. This is a solid fight, and he can do this. Slight whiff of a grab from Shane there allows Bestagons to get Shane off stage. Try a ledge trap here. Gonna get some damage out of it. We'll see if he can convert the kill. Not quite, and now PainShane sitting center stage, but Bestagons just rips it right back. Sends him off stage. We see the high recovery there. Shane going for quite the reversal mix-up, but Bestagons not falling for it, getting that forward air, taking the first stock. Now, we've been here before. We saw this in game one. Oh, and just barely missing a conversion. Now, I can't help but feel like Bestagons could have gotten a little bit more out of an advantage state. Not that it matters, because right now he's doing a great job, yeah. Getting hit by that drag down neutral air, but up tilting out of it. Shane seemingly not able to push and convert his advantage in this game as much as he was in the last one. His timing's starting to become a little bit predictable. Bestagons able to parry that back air and take back the stage. Okay, Shane taking off the second stock here. Honestly, not that much of a deficit. I mean, given how last game went, it's possible Shane just comes in, pushes an advantage state for like 70, 80% into a stock and then it's over. But Bestagons not willing to let that happen. Actually running around Shane, being a little bit more aggro than he was last game, managing to somehow hit these rising up airs, which is not the easiest hitbox to hit. Oh, absolutely, yeah. We've seen a lot of it in this set, that's for sure. Bestagons fighting his way off the ledge. But not able to ledge trap Shane all that effectively. It does feel like it's been a bit of a weak point thus far in this game. Shane's been getting out of his advantage for free. Catches that panic air dodge in. Now what is Bestagons going to do? He's back up his air. Back air. Shane's ledge traps have been so brutally set. Yeah, that's the way it's been going. These two have been playing such solid neutral game games disengage. We see ourselves at last stock, 0%. And not for very long with Palutena. Oh, wow, yeah, Bestagons going for a little bit of cheese there, not quite hitting it, but I saw the vision and I have to respect it. Yeah, it could come in very clutch. We saw it a lot in game 1 where Bestagons had a lead and just camping and but can't quite do it as effectively when he doesn't have the lead. Again, going for some of that cheese to back air to back air. Oh, it would have been so can't quite get it together. Even if he's not healing, just by throwing out these side magnets, Bestagons is forcing Shane not to use his projectiles in neutral. But Shane says, I don't need them. He's covering ledge anyway. God, it's sort of moving around each other. It really was, yeah. Shane's had these up smash reads on lock at least did last game, not effective now. Now, high recovery, yeah, slightly dangerous. Bestagons haven't been able to punish it super strongly. They said, good lord, the down smash 2-frame. Bestagons takes game 3.
Lucas
Town and Towers, that'll be tough.
Stop battle. Palutena. Lucas.
Alright, moving into game 4, we've gone back to Pokemon Stadium 2. Now this was, I believe, is a stage that Shane may not have been as interested, or Bestagons may not have been as interested in going to. All this space lets PainShane just play this neutral pretty well. God, those empty hops are just so threatening, so terrifying. Okay, we see Shane flickering shield. Perhaps has some thoughts about Bestagons just holding on to down B over there. But either way, the only thought that he must really be having is, wow, I'm up a couple of percents here. Yeah, significant 50% lead here. These two really are just having to fight for almost every single percent here, but catching him with that explosive flame and getting the next one caught, although honestly that's worth it as a trade, still dealing significant amount of percent to Bestagons here. The way Shane holds space in that advantage state is just so borderline suffocating. And Bestagons able to absorb one of the explosive flames, but still not that much healing. He's sitting at 116. Oh, we do see a PK freeze connecting. Oh, unfortunate input there. We have down tilt to neutral B. Cannot have been what Bestagons is looking for. Reacted in the seat pretty significantly there, but has an advantage state now against Shane, and Shane mostly just able to jump over and take this stage control back from Bestagons, and now Bestagons is in the corner. All the way across the stage, Bestagons now pushes Shane off stage, but these high recoveries for Shane have been so effective. He got clipped by 1-2 frame forward tilt in the first game, and he said, you know what, I'm going to start recovering high to those side platforms. And it's been working out pretty well. We have yet to see Bestagons hard read one of those and call it out. And Shane taking the first stock with that back air. It's been so reliable and strong for him this set. Ooh, Nair train at 0. That is not the thing you want to get hit by. Seems Bestagons no longer has a decent read on when Shane is going to try to use his projectiles and neutral. These side magnets not really doing all that much for him in healing. You know, maybe certainly as a deterrence tool, they're relatively effective, but we're not seeing a percentage differential here yet. And Bestagons really struggling to get the stock off. Honestly, struggling to get in a little bit, but that grab on that errant up smash going to take the second stock for Bestagons. 80% on him. Honestly, that's a decent amount, especially with a back air on the shield like that. Now you're on the stage. Yeah, you're off the stage. This is exactly where Shane wants you. Bestagons going for those nairs. Must be most effective at this low percentage, but really not able to get too many combos started against Palutena. Meanwhile, PainShane just threatening with these back airs at ledge. A little bit of healing, probably still not going to put him out of back air kill percent, although it just might matter for a Nair drag down up tilt. I don't know, we'll see. This seems like such an uphill battle. Shane is just putting out the iron wall of forward airs and hitting with that neutral air drag down up tilt just like I mentioned. Now with almost an entire stock lead. This feels more wrapped up than it actually is. Bestagons has a way to get back into this game, but I don't know, with the way Shane is playing, I'm not optimistic. Yeah, Zaring so far away, just eating an explosive flame there. Eating another explosive flame off of ledge. Shane seems like the download is complete. Down tilt not going to get anything, but just threatening even more. Slightly misspaced back air. Opportunity for a punish from Bestagons. Opts to take stage instead. That's certainly a start, but I mean, lapped in percent here. Over a stock lead. Now at kill percent. DIN on that down tilt. Doesn't quite convert. Mashing like crazy. Not quite going to die to that back throw, but it's looking rough, and that's probably going to be it. I don't think Bestagons can make back from here. He does. Goes with a high angle. Shane missing the counter on that, but that up tilt is going to take it. Well played from both players. Bestagons had some great play, but ultimately Shane came through.